If you want to make a 1 million view video, make it the Ponzi scheme Iceberg. Iceberg is the new tier list. But then, okay, so then I'm not rating them anymore. Because my idea was like to pick different Ponzi schemes and like this one's F tier, this one's C tier, this one's S tier. But like now I'm just like, this one's Iceberg. Let's look. I mean, let's just look right here. Let me verify. You know what they always say? Trust, but verify. I trust you guys. Wow, there are a lot of these. Okay, what about this one? Titanic survivor claims an iceberg didn't destroy the ship.
Have you ever met a person who hasn't ever heard the story of Titanic? They'll tell you
Is this fucking AI generated? Is this fucking Quibble Cop's new channel, bro? How the fuck has got 10 million views? This is so fucking whack. Oh, is the YouTuber job getting taken over by AI? Are they just gonna farm out 40 million of these? This is slop.
However,
I hate this animation.
He made it to Southampton.
This is like also padding. Dude, I bet this whole story is one guy said one line. And they have padded it out to 10 minutes to get the fucking...
Departing for the New World was the Titanic. The
I
writer
don't
met
care.
3 men with whom he shared cabin
I
804.
don't care.
They were 2 Englishmen.
This is awful. This has 28 million views. So there was an iceberg, but because there's a dark spot on the hole in a black and white photo, there must have been a gigantic coal fire raging from the moment the ship took off that nobody discussed or talked about that eventually blew up the ship. Osama didn't do 9/11, but the planes did hit the towers. Okay, this is awful. This is awful.
What it had done to the legend.
All right, that was terrible. That was truly terrible. I can't believe we had to fucking watch 8 minutes of the guy like brushing his teeth with Crest brand toothpaste while he counted the 48 cents and $52 in his pocket to walk down this hallway. And then they do the 2 fucking reveals at the end where it's like, it could have been a coal fire. It could have been a submarine. Both are unlikely. That was trash. Anyway, we got here because I was trying to find videos with iceberg in the title. The largest iceberg on Earth. How about that?
A76, the largest iceberg on Earth. Icebergs are extremely deceiving when it comes to their size. Only 10% of an iceberg is visible on the surface.
Facts.
I can't even begin to imagine the mass of A76 beneath the surface.
Well, can't you just take what you see and times it by 10? Based on what you just said, can't you just easily imagine it? Yeah, no, I guess you're right. Tipping in the iceberg in Club Penguin after 12 years. Together we can build an island, create a community, change the world, and even tip an iceberg. Waddle. Imagine how amazing it must feel knowing that you were one of the lucky ones that not only witnessed this historic event, but also contributed to it. I love the one person who just said yes once it flipped, like an old wise man waiting for this day. I guarantee it was not an old wise man. It was a fucking 8-year-old. So this kind of stuff is what you're saying. Just a picture of an iceberg with stuff on it. The Google Maps anomaly iceberg. So you're saying it's a picture of an iceberg. It's got like fucking Sam Bankman-Fried's face on it. And it goes, the Ponzi scheme iceberg explained. I see an iceberg in a thumbnail and I go batshit crazy. Yeah, I do have a Twitch iceberg. I think I have former Twitch employee explains Twitch iceberg. Oh, this did really good. Oh shit, iceberg is crack cocaine. All right, I didn't know. I thought this was a normal video. This must have hit the algo. I'm iceberging, bro. I'm iceberg pilled. Conspiracy theory iceberg. This doesn't even have an iceberg in it. All right, well, let me see how. Oh, it's a 9-hour video, bro. What are you talking about? Why is this a 9.5-hour video? Why? That's absurd. 10 million views? There's not even an iceberg in the thumbnail. That's just a fucking mishmash. Oh, God. Oh, that's terrible. That's horrendous. How about Titanic, where they say iceberg right ahead?
Iceberg right ahead!
The universe iceberg explained. This YouTube iceberg explained. El iceberg del oceano explicado. The Bible theory, Iceberg explained. Jesus Christ, there are a lot of iceberg. Disturbing Reddit post, Iceberg explained. YouTube's darkest iceberg. Why are the icebergs dark? Darkest TikTok iceberg part 3, the final tier. This is a 25-minute video? Did this fucker split up the TikTok iceberg into multiple videos? This serial killer, Iceberg explained. The weirdest serial killers, Iceberg explained. How different is this serial killer iceberg and the weirdest serial killer iceberg? Holy shit, dude. Kind of insensitive to talk about icebergs after that ship sank. That's where you're wrong, Elgin bro. As we learned today, the Titanic wasn't sunk by an iceberg. It was sunk by a torpedo. The Batman Arkham iceberg. This is an hour and 33 minutes long. This is an hour and 33 minutes long. I'm not watching this. I just want to.
These behemoths.
I want to get it.
The largest ship in the world.
I'll never understand YouTube, bro. I don't think I'll ever get it. This guy explained what icebergs are, and then explained what other icebergs are. This is an hour and 33 minutes video. All right, let me just see one fact. Bottom of the iceberg.
Starro in Batgirl DLC. Behind a hidden grate in the park is a secret room with only a single object.
Okay.
A tank with a large starfish inside. This starfish is actually an incredibly powerful alien conqueror known as Starro. Starro was the first villain the Justice League ever faced. He's capable of spawning millions of miniature versions of himself that take over the mind of whoever they attach themselves to. Starro is one of the most powerful villains in the DC universe.
Fucking deep cut lore, bro. Well, let me see one Wendigoon. Wendigoon, the iceberg fiend. Unsolved true crime iceberg. The problem with all these icebergs is they're over an hour long. I mean, these must print money. I guess it just goes after people on YouTube who either like to put on a long video in the background while doing something else or obsess over details. We could do the unsolved true crime. Let's do unsolved true crime. How about that?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the True Crime Unsolved Iceberg. I would
Got
also like to thank Reddit user Washer Masu. At least I think that's how it's pronounced.
All right, I'm getting no disrespect here, but is this guy just going to like Reddit icebergs and finding the popular ones and then making a video on them and then making millions and millions of dollars? Okay. No, I'm not hating. I'm literally not hating. It's genius. Anyone who thinks of that first is the genius. I'm just saying, is that what's happening here?
Jack the Ripper is confirmed to have 5 victims, although some believe he may have had more.
I feel like what I'm seeing right here, I've never seen a video like this because it's not my cup of tea in YouTube, is like, there's like a U curve, you know? And on this side, it's like Mr. Beast. And it's like incredibly fast paced, you know, lots of cuts, keep it short, hyper optimized for retention. You know, flashy graphics, Mr. Beast. And then there's like Wendigoon over here where it's like incredibly drawn out. And then everyone else is just fucking around making no money in the middle. Like this is where the fucking juice is. Yeah, this is the slop trough of everyone else. They haven't optimized for either ADHD brain or like fucking obsession brain.
Zodiac Killer was a serial killer who attacked Northern California.
Ted Cruz.
From the
We already know who
late
this is.
60s to early 70s.
Yeah, I mean, this video is not doing it for me, but I respect it. All right. Oh, what is this one? Well, this is only 22K views.
Working on my essay, but then I remembered that there's no good categorization system for all conspiracy theories, so I just went ahead and made one. Once you pass the anti-Semitic point of no return, there really is no coming back. Once you kind of believe one of these, you're required to believe the rest. These are super harmful.
It would be funny to imagine someone who believes in like 9 out of 10 of these, and then the last one is like, that's crazy. Oh, creepy things hidden in family-friendly video games? Iceberg explained? Wait, that sounds kind of hype.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is I, Gambetto Gaming. Today we're diving back into
I feel like this game was, you could make the whole iceberg about this. Majora's Mask is the creepiest kids game that I ever played in my life. By far, but not even close. Like it has so much weird imagery and like creepy dialogue, and It's like built for creepypasta.
The game and its infamy. If you let the 72 hours run out without playing the Song of Time, the game's game over will play out, which is known as the Terminum Apocalypse. This is where that big scary moon fuck in the sky will finally crash down into the clock tower in the middle of Terminus, sending a devastating shockwave throughout all the surrounding areas, turning everything it hits into fiery ash. Sounds familiar, huh?
Well, I forgot how horrific that fucking that clip is. Bro, when you're 7 and you mess up and you don't finish in time, you literally get to see the apocalypse. You get to see every living creature die. 0. Kirby Dream Land 3.
Listen, Kirby's the epitome of just happy haha land video game feelings, you know?
You say epitome? Let me skip. I want to see what's the deep ones. Let's go. Oh, Luigi's Mansion might have something.
This walk is one of the most nerve-wracking walks you can do in the game because
what is this?
You know, you're in constant fear that you'll get
Show me
pummeled
the
by the ghosts
thing!
in the next room.
That's not an iceberg. That is like a gameplay section of Luigi's Mansion. That nothing about that was unknown or secret or Paper Mario. Oh god, I hate to click it, but let's see.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door already plays around with paranormal and dark, but it gets a little more dark when you go to the Japanese release of the game, and a disturbing death can be seen in rogue ports. We can see a chalk outline of what looks like to be a toad with a blood spatter covering some of the papers.
See, this is good. In one version of the game, the Japanese version, there was a dead guy in here. That's Iceberg material. I didn't know about this.
Behind him.
Lewd images? I don't know how much lewd images of Paper Mario. Watch Ryan's Toys reviews. Isn't that just a YouTube child?
Toys Kids Review as the kids review channel that, you know, makes blood diamonds worth of money monthly on YouTube. Apparently the guy has a game along with a myriad of other cheap Chinese shit his team produces. There's a pretty disturbing image of Ryan himself. We can see facial animations of Ryan where he's happy, sad, and with his eyes closed. However, in the fourth image, we can see that, Ryan might have, taken a turn too quick and ended up in the ER.
That is weird. Why does that exist?
Someone got to the accident before the paramedics and decided to try and fix Ryan up himself. Yeah, he just stitched him right back up and boom, brand new. No, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Wait, look at that.
Himself. Yeah, he just...
Can you see that? That's weird. Is that actually in the game? That is strange. Hollow Knight lore Iceberg is really good. Let me look a little bit of this. See, I don't know any of this.
The surface level is, you have probably heard of most of these entries.
Oops.
If you dream nail it, it will even say, free at last. If you
That's
encounter
perfect.
Mr. Mushroom...
Wait, can I just say, this is my favorite Iceberg so far because he just says the thing, shows it to you, and then moves on. He doesn't say, so characters often have heads in video games, and then adds like 4 little jokes about that, and then explains, and then does a joke afterwards. He just fucking does it. He just does the thing and then moves on. There's no padding.
All 7 times throughout Hollow Nest have had these weird names.
This game was kickstarted? I did not know that. How much did they raise? Did they really only raise 50 grand? They raised 57K Australian? They didn't even unlock this stuff. They added that again. They had a Coliseum of Fools. They had 3 people split that money to make this game. Wow, I'm shockingly impressed. I thought this was I thought they were like independently wealthy or something and they made this. Gabe Newell was ex-Microsoft, made a bunch of money, then made Half-Life. Wow, that is cool. Too bad they'll never release Silksong.
Another exception is God Tamer. You don't have to encounter her at all to fight her in the Pantheon of the Sage. This is probably because Team Cherry didn't want to force the player to have to finish the entire Coliseum of Fools before being allowed.
That was one of the most fun parts of the whole game. That's when I first started grinding it, was trying to beat the Coliseum. That was really, really fun. I kind of want to play Hollow Knight.
To do the third Pantheon. This is a myth that has been floating around for a while. One person pointed out that Cornifer sounded like he was speaking Hungarian, to which William Pellin replied that the voice actor for Cornifer, Dave Kazi, is Hungarian. But most people who I've heard from who are Hungarian say that Cornifer is definitely not speaking Hungarian. So it seems like it might only sound Hungarian because it's gibberish being said by a person who happens to be Hungarian. It appears in the Godmaster reveal trailer for a brief second.
Wait, this thing is the Hollow Knight? I thought my guy was the Hollow Knight. Did I not pay attention at all in that game? Fake ass fan, are you serious? You watched the lore video? Oh my god, it was 2 years ago, bro. Yes, I watched the lore video. Okay. He's the Hollow Knight. That's what I was gonna say, is he's the Hollow Knight. And my guy is the dude. I am going to pause this for 1 second and see if it has powered me up to play a game of Hollow Knight.